The Hispanic community has been especially hit hard by the virus in Nebraska, accounting for 23% of deaths and 39% of cases. Good evening, I'm Rudolph Sinaida in for Jennifer Griswold. One major reason for the high COVID numbers are outbreaks at meat processing plants. Senator Tony Vargas, who represents South Omaha, is trying to push a series of requirements that he says would make the plants safer. Today, a legislative hearing was held on his amendment, and reporter John Kipper tells us what it would do and what conditions workers say they're facing.
I've lost my father to this, and I put up a really good face about this because I think the public expects us to be both vulnerable and strong in periods like this.
Senator Tony Vargas has faced a reality many Americans have faced since the pandemic hit. His father in New York passed away from the virus, as have many of his South Omaha constituents, many of them after working in meat processing plants.
It shouldn't take somebody getting a virus or somebody, a loved one being in a hospital or dying, for this to feel like it's a problem.
He's pushing an amendment to a bill that would make conditions safer, requiring these facilities to give out masks, screen every employee daily, give sick leave for those needing to quarantine, to contact trace throughout their workforce, make the data public, and allow the Department of Labor to inspect the plants. Making this law is something Governor Pete Ricketts has resisted.
The executive branch hasn't done anything. We are the only body that can do something about this.
Dozens of people testified for the bill, many of them mentioning masks.
Nobody comes to replace the face mask because by 10 in the morning, then the face mask is all wet and covering blood.
Union leader Eric Reeder says the employees just get one per day.
The employers are telling you that they're giving plenty of masks, and they are issuing masks, but they're not replacing them as needed.
Others like Graciela Billington, who worked at JBS plant, says the state needs better inspections.
JBS take the OSHA people, and the part that was really clean. I was really disappointed with them because they're supposed to take the OSHA everywhere so they can see how much they take care of people.
Then there's Christian Gomez. He says he and his father both got the virus while working at a Northeast Nebraska plant.
My father was hospitalized for a month and passed away 5 days before my son was born. My son would have been his first grandson. There are times where I think my father would have still been alive if proper precautions were taken early on.
John Kipper, 3 News Now.
The hearing lasted over 3 hours. Nobody testified against the bill. The unicameral has just 3 days left, and it's unlikely they'll be able to pass the amendment this session.